Here we go, guys. Goes back with the next sort of Ruben Amorim / Man United save. I hope you're enjoying it. If you are, please remember to like and subscribe. This is the 8th season. We're into 2031 here. The end of the season. We've had some fantastic performances. Rasmus Højlund there, 45 goals. Van Persie, 27 goals, 14 assists. Yamal's got 21 goals and 30 assists. Musiala, 21 goals, 14 assists. We've sold loads of players this season as well. I will take you through that. I'm trying a little bit of a tweak on the tactic as well. So we'll take you into that later in the episode. So stay tuned for that. Ignacio's been amazing. 17 goals, 20 assists. Pedri with 10 goals, 22 assists. Some fantastic players who loaned out a few players who have got a bit of experience as well. So hopefully they'll come into the team next year, which will look good. Yamal is, I think, the best player on the game now. Over 200 million in value. He's just insane. Musiala, obviously great. Ignacio, Pedri, all of them are doing fantastic. Van Persie, looking good. Starting to probably look as good as his dad with that 27 goals, 14 assists. Monsalvo looks fantastic. Mendieta, we loaned him out. I think he looks brilliant. He could be in line for a start next season. Let me know, would you start him? Who would you drop for him? Would you drop Højlund? I don't know. Chris Rigg is coming along brilliantly actually now. Kobbie Mainoo sort of stopped a bit, but he's still a very good player and still gets in this team at right wing back actually now that we've diverted him there. We've got Restes who looks good. Bit of a change at goalkeeper. We'll go into that more when we get into the transfers because we have made a lot of money this year. Joseph Brown looks fantastic. Ronaldo Jr. Oh, I'm disappointed with this one. I think he's still going to be absolutely world class. He's only 20, but he won't sign a new contract. Maybe I haven't been playing him enough. I do kind of simulate the season quite a lot, so yeah, I should have played him more. I think I'm going to lose him. Bit disappointing, but we've got some phenomenal players. I don't think it's going to affect us winning trophies or anything. I just wanted to see how good he was going to get. But we're going to have to follow his progress at other teams, probably from next season. Kai Rooney hasn't developed as much as I thought as well. I was showing you there before. Hopefully he'll get better. He's still only 21, I think, maybe 22. So hopefully he can get better. Got a couple of signings coming in the summer who look phenomenal. For quite cheap as well. 10 million for Burkic. I think could be an absolute steal at sort of centre midfield or DM or even centre back he can play, which is nice to have cover there because with the 3 centre backs we could do more. We've got Miori here who looks phenomenal as well. I think he's going to be a really, really good player. I'm excited for these 2 youngsters to come in. Whether they'll get straight in the team, I'm not sure because we have that strong a lineup. But we'll see. You'll notice we are missing quite a few of the stars from last year, which, like I say, we'll show you the transfers now so you can see who's gone. There's a lot of them. We've loaned out a lot of players to get them some game time. I think it's the best way to help them develop if you're not going to be playing them rather than just have them in the reserves or the under 18s for some of them. Made some good money on loan now, a few of them actually. I think Diamande, Silva, Obi Martin. Looks okay. I thought he'd get better as well. So I'm not sure he's going to get in the first team. Saw Rizzo there for 250k. Lincoln's gone for 6.75 mil. Fitzgerald for 12 mil. Mastantuono for 14.75. Biancheri's gone for 14.75. These are good players. You just couldn't get in our team. Ibrahimov for 22 million. And then the big 3 that we sold. Costa went 96 million up to 128 million. Phenomenal player. He went to Barcelona. Naipan went to Real Madrid for 97 million. Bear in mind we bought this guy for 4.6 million, I think it is. Yeah, 4.6 million we bought him for. That is mental. We bought Costa for 29.5 million. Sold him for 96. Incredible. And then we sold Wirtz as well at Real Madrid. That was one I was probably more likely to keep, but I just wanted to make room for the other players in the squad who have that many good players, so we let him go for 99 million. We bought him for 58, so we made a bit of money on him. I probably could have sold him for a little bit more, but you know, at that amount of money, you get an extra 10 million. The amount we've got in the bank, I don't think it's going to make any difference to this save. And then we went through to January playing the kind of sub-keeper. I think Eli Harrison is, and he did really well. But then I seen this Restes had come up on the transfer list. Newcastle weren't playing him for 25 million. I thought that's a bit of a steal, and we could do with a better goalie. So we brought him in. He's the only signing really. The rest of the guys, like my director of football, signed a few players, which I wish he wouldn't because they're not great. But that's okay. He hasn't spent a fortune, so that's all right. And I think we made a bit of money off one of them, like 100k or something. So maybe it's not too bad. But yeah, Restes is the only signing. We've still got 669 million if we want to spend it. And not really any debt, 479 million in the balance. They're extending the stadium. I think that's gone up to now 84,000 seat stadium. So we've got a massive stadium. Hopefully that'll bring in some more money. This is the tactic that I've kind of tweaked it to play to see if this works. We've got press and forward on attack, 2 inside forwards on support. With hold up ball, stay wide, tackle harder, and they're going to mark the fullbacks. We've got 2 centre mids on support who with get further forward and tackle harder. 2 inverted wing backs on support who take more risks and tackle harder. We've got 2 ball playing defenders on defend, dribble more and tackle harder. A libero on defend with tackle harder, and sweeper keeper on support with tackle harder. To be honest, if I was going to do a back 3, I quite like the way this would rotate. Like you got that libero step into midfield, so you'll end up with the 2 centre backs really when you've got the ball. Then the centre mid, they'll step up to be almost like number 10s when you've got the ball. The inverted wing backs are going to come in and almost be your centre mids. So I quite like that balance when you've got the ball, and then the inside forwards, although they are, we've got them staying wider, so they're the ones who are going to provide that width. So I do quite like it. Hopefully, well, as you can see, it's worked really well. I think we possibly can improve on it, but yeah, I do like it. I like that kind of balance and shape it creates when you've got the ball and out of the ball. There's a lot of good high pressing, which you'll see with the tactics as well. But we control the game quite well, which I'll take you through in the stats that we've got in the Premier League, because that'll just show how dominant we have been. We've got attacking mentality, we'll play our defence, low crosses, focus down left and right, underlap left and right, high at tempo. Not loads of tactical instructions compared to maybe some of my tactics. In transition, we roll out, distribute quickly, counter and counter press, and then out of possession, we've got a higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent the goalkeeper distribution. Fairly simple, but like I say, works really well, and I just like those kind of rotations in the positions where we've got the ball. I think it's quite fun, and almost has the players not moving too far from their defensive position, I suppose. Like we haven't got fullbacks bombing on right the way down the other end of the pitch and then they can't get back. We've got them just kind of sitting in midfield, then they can just go back out wide. So I quite like that. I think everyone's not moving too far away from the defensive position when we got the ball. That was what in my mind when I was trying to play around with this tactic. We got the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup. We won the FA Cup. Semi-final of the Champions League, got knocked out by Liverpool, unfortunately. And we've smashed the Premier League again by 18 points, I think that is. We've only lost 4 times. Rasmus Højlund with 32 goals. Ignacio got 7.7 rating. Højlund 7.54 rating. Yamal 18 assists. Manu getting a lot of yellow cards, 11 yellow cards. I don't mind that. We've got a lot of tackle harder instructions on. And Ignacio was 6th player of the matches. Bukayo Saka is amazing. I mean, he's great in real life. He's class on this game. I wish I could ever... I mean, I can afford him, but I don't think I want to spend like 160 million on a player, but maybe. Maybe we should. He's got 118 goals, conceding only 30. Brilliant season we've had here. Obviously, we've scored the most goals, had the most shots by about 150 more. Fewer shots against. We're not there in pass completion, but we're 5th in average possession, so it just shows we're controlling the game a bit. 8th in dribbles, 2nd in clean sheets, and 3rd in fewest conceded. So it's really good balance from attack and defence, I think, this tactic. So, feel free to give it a go. I haven't put a link in the description yet, but let me know if you want the link to the tactic. But I've shown you it all, so you can copy it if you need to. And let me know if you want the save game file. I haven't done anything with that. I might put it on my Patreon page. Let me know if that's something you'd want. Because you'd have 669 million to spend at the moment. And I'm potentially going to sell more. These are the people I'm potentially going to sell. Now, feel free to put in the comments if you would let any of these go or not. But I'm just thinking, do I let Musiala, Nasio, Pedri, Højlund, Schlotterbeck, De Ligt, Ugarte? I mean, they're getting quite old now as well. You've got to remember that. We've got loads of youngsters coming through. I know it would weaken the team quite a bit. But there's still so much class in that team. I wonder if I let those go, could I still win the league? Maybe. I mean, we've won it 7 times in a row. So, possibly. Let me know. Is that something you would do? Thank you for making it all the way at the end of the video. I really do appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.